I'm about to teach you how to create a consulting proposal section by section. And I'm giving you my proposal template that will get you 5- and 6-figure clients for free.
You an entrepreneur, I got what you need.
Hey there, my loves. Welcome back to CPTV. I'm CP, and this is the channel for aspiring and growing entrepreneurs who want to turn their passions into businesses and those businesses into freedom. Does that sound like you? Yes? Then go ahead and hit subscribe. Click the bell too, so you don't miss any of the golden nuggets that I give every single Tuesday. And of course, if you like it, then prove it. Smash that like button and ask me anything in the comments below. I love answering your questions. Hey boo, welcome back to the Consultant Series. And if you have been tuning in week by week, then you know the last few weeks I have been focusing on helping my consultant entrepreneurs. I'll go ahead and link to the series right here because if this is your first time here, you are definitely going to want to check out the rest of the trainings. They are amazing. Anyway, it is time to talk about the proposal. You know, that document that you send to a prospect that acts as a sales pitch. The one that outlines how you will handle their project. The critical marketing document that shows why your experience and skills make you the best fit for the job. That proposal? What? You didn't know all that? You don't have a picture of your powerful proposal template floating around in that pretty little head of yours right now? You don't know what to include in your proposal? No? Well, I am about to show you, boo. Don't fret. I'm about to teach you how to create a consulting proposal section by section. And I'm giving you my proposal template that will get you 5- and 6-figure clients for free. So hang around and I will tell you where to download it for free in just a little bit. But in the meantime, we got to get to work. Okay, let's lay out what your proposal should include. Section number 1, state the client's primary pain point. That is what you discovered when I was talking about the sales process in that discovery call. That primary need that you recapped when I was walking you through what that discovery call should look like. Now, if you missed the discovery call video, like I said, you're going to want to go ahead and check out that series that we've already linked to. But I'll go ahead and link specifically to that video right now because that discovery call at the end, I tell you to recap it. And that recap, when you regurgitate back to that client exactly what you are perceiving their need and biggest pain point to be, that is what you want to start your proposal out with. You want to make sure that you bring their mind back to that pain. You want them to actually experience a little bit of discomfort when they read that sentence or that paragraph or that statement, because the rest of the sections are going to show them how you are going to alleviate that for them. Now, section number 2, discuss the benefits of working with you. Now, when I say this, I want you to discuss it in terms of who you are, your experience, and your why, tying it to that pain point that I just told you to list in section 1. And when I say your why, I mean your business's value statement. And I've already done an entire video teaching you how to get your mind right and how to determine that why. So I'm going to go ahead and link to that video right now. Make sure that you check it out because not knowing a value statement is the kiss of death. But in this section, you are marketing to that why. You are telling them exactly what qualifies you, who you are, what you do, and why you're so good at solving that pain point. You're going to want to tell them that you understand where they're coming from. You want to list your experience and you want to really directly address and make them feel like the rest of this proposal is going to be the specifics surrounding how I'm going to help you solve that pain point. Section number 3 of your proposal should include testimonials and social proof. This is it, right? I don't know if you realize this, but nowadays the majority of buying decisions are not only made based upon how you feel about somebody, but how you see other people feeling about that same product or service. And one of the things that I see missing from so many consulting proposals, even ones that I receive in my own business, is the fact that they don't include any kind of reference or social proof. Sometimes you'll get a client that will specifically say to you, can you give me a list of references or anybody else that I can talk to that actually says that you're good at what you do? Well, you can eliminate that entire question and give them before they even ask for it, even if they didn't think they would want to look for it in that proposal. So in this section, in the template that you're going to download that I'm going to give you, you're going to see where I actually, because my proposals are electronic, have video testimonials included in mine. But this is a perfect place for you to put quotes or texts or emails that you've received or statements along with pictures of people. And as many as you can put in there, the better. Because it's just like when you go to Amazon to buy that product, you will 9 times out of 10, and you know I'm right, don't sit there and lie and say you don't believe in what I'm saying. You will read the reviews before you make a decision about buying. And most people buy off of Amazon or any online platform, especially when it's going to be a higher priced item, based upon someone having 4.5 to 5 stars. I mean, I make my decisions that way. You are no different. So make sure that section 3 includes those testimonials, includes that social proof for your client to get even more comfortable with what you're telling them that you're going to be able to do for them, and believing that you're going to be worth the pricing proposal that's coming up in a following section. Section number 4, an overview of your services. So when I say a summary, I mean an overview, a 20,000 foot view of exactly what your services are going to include. In my template, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I provide a brief overview of everything that they're going to get and the types of services that I'm going to provide that, again, is going to go back to that pain point that I identified back in section 1. And that overview is just a summary, a very well-written couple of sentences or paragraphs about the services that I'm going to propose more in detail in following sections. But you want to be able to give them in just a brief synopsis of everything that you're thinking and the direction that you're going. So that way, when you get into the following sections, you can break it down very specifically into deliverables and scopes of work. And that brings me to section number 5, your services package, including your deliverables and scope of work. This is where you get into the details, exactly what you're going to deliver in that overview of services, exactly what your scope of work is going to look like. If I tell you I'm going to help you create organizational SOPs for the primary operational departments in your organization, in this section, I'm going to break down exactly what you're going to get when I give you those SOPs, those standard operating procedures. So you're going to get a complete existing organizational assessment of where your procedures and processes sit right now. You're going to get detailed interviews with all of your key stakeholders. You're going to get a well-documented, specific step-by-step SOP with flowcharts and details and assets. You see where I'm going with that? So this is where you tell them exactly what they're going to get for their money and exactly how you're going to deliver the overview of the services that you just talked about in section number 4. Okay, before I go any further into the remaining sections of your proposal, I want to make sure that you know I haven't forgotten about my promise to you. I've actually talked about it already, so I want to take this opportunity to let you know where you can actually get it. I know you may have noticed that you're seeing pictures of actual proposal templates as I describe each section. And that, my love, is what I'm going to give you for free. I'm going to give you my actual consulting proposal template for you to use to guide you through creating your own perfect proposal. So before I go any further, I want to make sure that you can grab it by going to CherylCperez.com/proposal template and download it. Or click the link in the comments and in the description below. It's yours. Literally, the proposal template that I currently use right now in my 7-figure consulting business. I know it's pretty generous, but I want to give you exactly what you need right now for free. That's my focus. That's my why. Okay? So let's dive into what to include in section 6 of your consulting proposal. Section number 6, the project timeline. Yes, you have got to tell the client exactly how long it's going to take for you to deliver the deliverables and the scope of work that you just described in section number 5. And I want you to be legitimately for real in this section. Do not overpromise. The worst thing you can do is overpromise some ridiculous, unheard of timeline and not be able to deliver. But let me put it to you from this perspective. If you tell them that they're going to get 10 different deliverables and all these different details in this proposal, and then in the timeline you tell them, and it's only going to take you 30 days to do it, the person that's receiving the proposal is going to be onto you. They're not going to believe you. They're going to think that you are overpromising right away. And they're going to say to themselves, there's absolutely no way, shape, or form that they're going to be able to get us all of this stuff unless we are their only client. That's what I'd be thinking. That's what you'd be thinking, right? So make sure that your timeline is legit. If you're delivering tons of deliverables and you're doing a huge scope of work, give yourself 3, 4, 5, 6 months in this contract if it's project based, or make it a retainer type of contract and say, this is an ongoing thing that we're going to be working on over the next year. Do not limit yourself in that timeline, but be very specific so that they can walk away with knowing, is this person going to be able to meet my deadlines? Is this person going to be able to get this done when I told them that I needed it? And if you don't know when they told you they needed it, then you didn't do a good job in the discovery process, right? You didn't do a good job in that discovery call. So this section is where you will specifically lay out how long it's going to take for you to deliver all the deliverables so that they walk away knowing exactly when they can expect to see the results that you've been promising. Section number 7, the investment or your pricing proposal. Now, notice I call this section the investment. I don't say, how much is this going to cost you? I don't say, what's my price? That is not the name of this section. This section is called the investment or your investment. It is totally a play off of semantics. It's wordplay, but it has psychological effects on your client. I used to put in my proposals, how much is this going to cost or costs? And no one wants to pay anything for anything. But if you can psychologically feel like you are making an investment into your organization or you are making an investment into these services that you're looking for as a potential client, I am already calculating the return on that investment. And I'm analyzing what you've told me you're going to give me against that investment cost and saying, is this absolutely worth it? So make sure in this section that you say the investment, but that you are very specific about exactly what they're going to pay you and how they're going to pay you. This is where you're going to make sure that you've got that invoicing timeline included and be specific. This particular price is going to be paid 50% up front, 10% every month for the next 5 months, and then final 25% or whatever it is. I know I added that up wrong, y'all, but the remaining 25% upon completion of the project. Bottom line, tell them how much it's going to cost them, or better yet, tell them what they're going to invest in an amazing result and benefit at the end. Proposal section number 8, next steps and expectations. There is nothing worse than having a prospect get all the way through your proposal and then at the end, you haven't told them exactly what they need to do in order to close this deal and to finalize it. And that's oftentimes a section, especially with my coaching clients or even with consulting clients that I'm working with, that people oftentimes miss. They forget to tell people what the next steps are. So make sure that you are clearly communicating with them in this proposal. Now that you've reviewed everything, this is what I want you to do, step by step. You are telling them exactly and guiding them exactly through your sales funnel or through this sales pitch. And you're going to, at the end, ultimately say, all right, here's what's going to happen next. All you have to do is this. This is how easy it is to move forward. All of those things. So before you can tell them, you have to have it figured out for yourself, which means you've got to have a mapped out sales process in place. But this is the section where you definitely want to make sure you tell them, here's what's coming, here's what you got to do, and here's how we going to get this done and wrapped up. And section number 9, the close and call to action. Do not forget to include this section in your proposal. This is it. This is where you're telling them exactly what action you want them to take. This is where you're telling them, click the box to accept, click the box to select, sign your name, check a box, hit submit, sign it off, whatever they're going to do, initial here, whatever you want them to do in order to tell you, yes, they want to move forward, or no, not at this time, or I need more information before I can make a decision. The goal in this section is to tell them to take action, not to continue to think about it forever and ever. I call those people my prospects between a yes and a no. And the goal is to get to the yes or the no. And over the years, I realized that I wasn't doing a good job in section number 9. I sometimes didn't even have a section number 9. And then I couldn't figure out why everybody was in between this yes and a no phase. And then I realized, because I ain't told them what I want them to do. So make sure you include a section number 9 somewhere in your proposal and that you actually tell them what they need to do in order to be able to move forward. You know, the proposal for a consultant is like the naughty and nice list for Santa. It's everything. It's how you will market why you're a good fit. It's how you will tell the client how you're going to help them and how you will ultimately separate yourself from all of the competition that's out there. I have literally been told by clients who have chosen to move forward with me in a very competitive and large potential contract situation that the difference between them choosing me over everyone else wasn't pricing. It was how good I presented myself, how my business was presented, and how effectively I addressed their needs in my proposal, my primary sales tool, the primary marketing tool. So don't go half-ass on this document. Don't skim over it. Be detailed. Make sure it looks good. Make sure that it presents well, like a meal at a fine dining restaurant. Make sure it answers all of the questions preemptively. Make sure that after your prospect has received it and read it, that most of their questions have been answered and that they can make a definitive decision. That is the key to a good proposal. And over the years, I've learned that the sections I just described to you are critical in doing just that. So, my love, you want more? If so, put yes CP in the comments below. And don't worry, I'm going to give you more. I hear you. Next week and every single week to come. So make sure that you subscribe in that bubble right next to me. Until then, my loves, stay safe. Bye-bye.